Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is, baby. Get your drink pulled up. Let's talk about it. So today I'm going to give you 7 areas or 7 things to prepare. Areas of preparedness, things that me and my family absolutely prepare for. Just so that if your mind is busy, right? We're feeling overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff to prepare for. There's a lot of things happening in the world and everything's coming at a different angle. And it's kind of like, how do you possibly remember everything that you need to do? So this is 7 areas or 7 kind of things to think about, right? And you can kind of just take a look at your areas, see how you're doing in these areas, what you have as far as preparedness and your level of readiness, and then go from there, okay? So these are just ideas. So number 1, these first 2 are gonna seem kind of like I'm trying to sell you because they are affiliates of mine, but they're extremely important areas of preparedness, and it is why I'm an affiliate with them, okay? Because I'm a huge believer of them. Okay, so number 1 is antibiotics / medicine. Over-the-counter medicine, there's gonna be antibiotics that you get from JASE Case. I am affiliated, please look at the links. JASE Medical has kits for antibiotic kits, 12 months worth of supply of antibiotics, and you get 5 to 7 different types of antibiotics in those kits. They have daily kits now for chronic medicines, for everyday medicines that you can get prescribed and get 12 months of that. So really, really good products, really, really good boxes or kits, an amazing ability or way to have a backup. But this area is also just regular medicine, regular over-the-counter medicine, regular supplements, regular vitamins, holistic medicine, whatever it is. This is medical supplies. Again, I have Refuge Medical. You can check out that link and get some stuff ordered for you, okay? Just super important. Take a look at this area, see what you have, and you don't have to go crazy about this, right? I'm just saying have a couple, have whatever it is, you know, you and your family maybe take and get another box of it or get another bottle of it, whatever it is, right? Have your backups and stockpile on this stuff. There's 2 countries that are the front runners with as far as medicines and the pieces and ingredients that go in medicines. And you know, if we get in some kind of conflict, one of them we are going to get into a conflict with one day, it is best that you get that because they will cut us off, okay? And that's China. The other one is India, okay? Second thing on my list is MIRA safety. So with obviously looming of World War III and will nukes fly, tactical nukes and all this stuff, right? And how do you prepare? How do you prepare and have a fallout shelter in your home? Where is the safest place in your home? Where would you go if you needed to go somewhere and you obviously made it through some kind of nuclear shelling, right? You're not in the immediate area. Like, what would you do to prepare? A lot of people ask me, well, there's 2 things. Either people ask me all the time what type of mask, what type of gear to get and where to get it. And MIRA Safety is where I get all of our CBRN gear. So that's our masks, suits, that's the filters, that's all that stuff. And they have tons of other stuff. They have the CBRN stuff you need, but they also have, you know, respiratories and filters for fire and smoke and respiratory stuff and chemical and biological. And my second pet peeve, I guess you could say, with this is, or problem with this area is, I see a lot of people getting masks or they want to show me their masks, show me their stuff, show me what they have, and it's not a CBRN, right? It might be a mask that will help against chemical, or it might be a mask that will help against smoke and inhalation and air quality, absolutely, right? But it's not quite what you need to be able to carry CBRN. Now, CBR is chemical, biological, and radiological. You want to be able to fight all those. You have to have the correct mask and you have to have the correct filter. A lot of people will have the mask, but they'll have the incorrect filter. And so you want to make sure that you have that stuff and that you have enough and you stockpile. So take a look at the MIRA Safety link. And get your guys' stuff ordered for you and your family. They have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of cool stuff too. Like they have a whole animal like house, like dog house type thing that you can put in and they'll be protected from the elements. So, you know, I don't want to speak on that. I don't have that product, but MIRA Safety is where I get all my gas masks, filters, the proper CBRN filters, all of that stuff. Okay, so take a look. Third thing is water preparedness. If you've watched me for any amount of time, you know that water preparedness is a huge aspect and something that we take very seriously here. You know, we're moving on property where we have water, creeks, wells, all this stuff, but I will still continue to prepare water, prep water, stockpile water, keep water, right? Super important that you understand water preparedness, how to make it safe to drink. All water safe to drink by filtering, boiling, and treating it, okay? And you have to have all the things to be able to do that safely, procure water, get water, keep water, filter water, all of that, okay? So think about that. I did a whole series that was about a week long. If you go into my playlist, it should be called Water Preparedness, and you can see all those because I go into several different things when it comes to water and preparing for water and not having water, okay? They will control us, you guys, with food and water. If we can't get that stuff, we're easily manipulated. We're easily fall in line, comply, and that's what they're betting on. So you need to make sure that you have this stuff for your family. Number 4 area is money. Think of how are you going to continue to pay things if things go left, if there's some sort of collapse, if there's no power. How are you paying for stuff? What is your money? What is your assets? What's your other ways of paying for stuff? What are your bartering items? Just all of that stuff. How are you continuing to have some sort of income? All of that stuff matters. So just think in that area of money. This is just simply as having cash. Obviously, that's just a small piece of it, but there's a lot of stuff. So spread yourself across the board as far as your options and what you want to do. There's a lot of great websites out there, great channels that talk about gold and silver, if that's your thing. But what is it that you need to get your hands on to have a diversity in regards to money and being able to pay and continue to have services and bartering and all that good stuff, okay? Number 5 thing is being self-sufficient, continuously thinking about self-sufficiency. That's with, the services that we pay other people for. How do you, make it where you're going to be ready to do things for yourself? This is food, right? This is your raising animals, buying animals, getting animals, hunting animals, procuring animals. This is raising food. This is growing food, gardening, growing a crop, growing fruits and vegetables, preserving food preservation, this whole lifestyle of self-sufficiency. I'm getting ready right now once we move and we get the chicken coop set up because we're rebuilding a whole new chicken coop. So that will be a few months, but once we get that done, I'm going to be building a huge mealworm farm, right, for them. A regular worm farm and then a mealworm farm. And I'm not playing because this is part of self-sufficient. You have to be self-sufficient with your animals, with you, with your children, with your home, everything, and trying to make this a full circle thing so that if things go left, you can still continue to feed everybody that is part of the family, to include your livestock, your animals, your pets, whatever, okay? Number 6 thing I have is long-term. We prepare for the area of long-term no power, right? It's good to have, a little light box that you just kind of grab. There's no power. Okay, you got some extra flashlights, some candles, some different things. Maybe you have your way to cook, your way to heat, all these different things and areas that matter when the power goes out, right? Toilets, because water's attached to that, sewer's attached to that. There's other problems that arise the longer that the power is off. And we prepare for a life where you lose power for short term, but that turns into a longer term, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then what do you do if life changes completely? Huge EMP or huge CME or whatever happens where the power is totally taken out and it is out for months, if not years. And how are you living? If not forever, right? How are you living? And do you have the things to be as comfortable as possible during that time and to go back to living in a time where we don't have power, right? Absolutely can be done, right? It's not total devastation. Our lives would change, but what are you doing now to prepare for that so that that is not as crazy as it could be, especially mentally getting through that in the life change. And then the last thing I have, number 7, is securing your home, fortification, security, cameras, being able to see, the ability to be able to see if there's no power, right? So CCTVs, how do you power that? The ability to have defensive tools, defend yourself, fortify things, make things stronger, shore things up, protect you, your family, your preps, your preparedness items, your livestock, your whatever it is that you have that other people would want. How do you ensure that people cannot take that from you? And that you can protect yourselves. And that goes into the whole security / fortification, because those two are different area, right? And this is something we constantly think about. We're constantly thinking about, we were both military, so we're constantly thinking about security and fortification of our home, of our property, of our fence lines, of our gates, of our structures, whatever it is, right? Always think building something to be a hard target and not a soft target, okay? Because a lot of petty crime, a lot of thieving, that type of stuff is opportunity, right? And soft target type stuff. People leaving stuff unlocked, leaving doors unlocked, windows open, gates unlocked, whatever, right? They understand your time frame of when you leave the house, and they just wait for that, and then they just go and get what it is they want. So how do you protect yourself from that at all times? Not to mention now, but as we move forward and things get worse in a certain situation, okay? So I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys like my list, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye.